It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Coming up next.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Pete Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from. Yeah. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from MetLife. Return coming here from the 12. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll go left side with Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Tracy once more. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Putting the tight end in motion. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 from the 41. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Locke looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Man, look at the big fellas working their tails off up front. That offensive line gave the QB ample time. Unfortunately, just no completion to be found down the field.
On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. First and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Open space inside the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Jones once more. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Short pass brought in, and he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Third down, here's Jones. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll run here with Jones. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Jones. And he gets in, touchdown. The Vikings have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Has it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Jukes one defender. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this run, not nearly the foot race the last one was. He's stopped at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They go right back to Tracy. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He sends this one to the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They've got a man in motion. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Searches from... Down he goes! The Giants got to him! And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it'll be Giants football. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They run, here's Tracy. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Slayton. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Is in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. to send this away. Ty Chandler to return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Darnold. Able to find Hawkinson. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. Into the secondary, past the 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To throw, here's Darnold. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
3rd and long for him here. Jones reels it in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. It is caught left side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's Tracy on the carry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Locke to the air. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Locke looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. 2nd and 3. Pass cut by Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll throw it yet again. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke. Stays in the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this third down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Brandon Powell on the return for the Vikings.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll motion Jefferson left. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So at the end of 2, the Vikings playing Road Warriors here. They've got the lead. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Gano ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 25 on second down. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Darnold to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short on the 15. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Darnold looking to throw. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Giants 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. They're out and set, first and 10. Block. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He takes this a little short of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Third down, 1 yard to go. On the carry, this is Jones. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones once more. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cordell Flott there on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Second down carry for Jones. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hutchinson reels it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And they send a man in motion. They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now Darnold. The back's got it. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Jones goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. To throw, here's Darnold. Forced out to his right. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. A very short kick here from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Now here comes the New York offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They send him left out of the slot. Throwing his lock. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 41. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Locke to the air. He's got him, that's Tracy. And they're gonna haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 from the 41. Locked down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Locke looking to throw. He finds Slayton. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Vikings taking the field on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running right, this is Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's a give to Jones. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Here's Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Oh, that was redirected, and they'll make the interception. Byron Murphy picks it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has it at the 11. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Locke. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw it again. Pass cut by Tracy. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lock to throw it. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Johnson up the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving.
Fourth down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back sent in motion. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Lock. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. To throw, here's Locke. And he sails that one over the end zone. This one intended for the running back. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on first. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Addison going to motion over left. Running for the marker on 2nd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. I know you and I were both a bit surprised to see them favored so heavily on the road coming into this one, but the projections were right. A nice road win for them.
Yeah, sometimes those people making those predictions, sometimes they do get it right. And these guys were just on a totally different level than the opposition. They overcame that home field advantage pretty easily to be able to take the game that they were indeed favored in.
So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.